Can Joey Benin, the composer of Forevermore, stop Joey Generoso from singing that song in his concerts? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Dean Rod Vera. I'm an IP lawyer, a copyright lawyer with over 18 years of practice. Today, we'll find out whether a composer and his old band can prevent a departed member, a former singer, from singing one of the more famous songs. Well, let's talk about this. The song in question is the song Forevermore, and it was performed by Side A, and it was in the album By Your Side, released in 1996. The song was composed by Joey Benin, and the lead singer at that time was Joey Generoso. For ease of this video, let's call them Joey B and Joey G. Joey G left the band in 2015, roughly almost 20 years after the song Forevermore was released. It was composed by Joey Benin or Joey B, and it was some of the more popular hits. Now, that song has many mutations, has many crossovers. It was so popular that it became two teleseries and it became also a movie. And in 2011, or was it 2012? David Archuleta, a runner-up in the American Idol, made that his album title and one of his singles. So it was released internationally. That song, Forevermore, had several versions, sung by Martin Vera, Regine Velasquez, Juris, and the previously mentioned David Archuleta. So that song has been in the Philippine pop culture for almost 30 years. Now let's get to the legal angle whether Joey G can be stopped from singing that song in his solo concerts. I will look at it at two angles. One angle is where the Joey B still has ownership and control of the song, and in the other side, whether Joey B is just listed as the composer. Let me get at it. Now, in the first scenario where Joey B still controls and owns the song. Now, we have to remember in copyright law, there is a concept that can be differentiated, meaning composer and ownership, or author and ownership and control. Now, it could be two different people. Of course, a composer can only be a natural person, but the owner or the one that controls the song could be either a person or a juridical entity, in this case, the record company. The record by your side word Forevermore is part of the Warner Music Library. Now, this song was released in 1996. And let's pretend that the contracts were either signed in 95 or 96. And based on my experience, based on my practice of almost 18 years, I have several bands who are my clients, and I've seen those contracts. And those contracts are like crossroads contracts, wherein they sign off everything for fame and glory and money. I'm not saying that that happened there or then, but let's pretend that it's that type of contract wherein the artist gets paid a huge lot of money as an advance, and then the artist gives control to the record label. In return, the record label promotes the album, helps sells and distributes the CD or album, and the record company will promote or market them. In response, they get a cut, or let's make it reverse. The artist gets only a small percentage of the album sales. Now, again, in that scenario, the record company controls the song. That is why there are many mutations, if you will, many versions. It became a teleserie, a theme song for a movie even, and of course it was resang or put in the album of Juris, a local Filipino artist, and of course also with David Archuleta. Meaning, did side A or Joey B have any say or control whether that song can be licensed out to other artists and to the television networks to become a television series and a movie? So, if that is the case, if the record company still controls the song, my view, my opinion, is that Joey B and the band Side A cannot stop or prevent Joey G from singing that song of which he is famous for in his concerts. Again, let me reiterate. If the control and ownership of the song Forevermore is with the record company, they control the public performance of the song. Why? Because they controlled the licensing of it. Remember, as I said, it became a movie, it became a theme song for a television series, and it was redone or covered by two other artists, Juris and David Archuleta. So, in the angle or the argument that what's going on now in November 2024, does the band, of which I think only one is the original member, and the composer, can they say, hey, Joey G, you cannot sing that song in your concerts? I've actually seen a video, a newsreel of it. I'll put the description down below, wherein Joey G was in the United States and he played guitar as a request of that song as requested by the audience, and somebody else did the lyrics or sang the lyrics. Because at that time he said he was prevented from singing the song, but he played guitar. So it's the same thing. Whether you play guitar or sing, it's the same banana. So again, to repeat in that angle, if the record company controls the song and owns it, only they can stop Joey G from singing. Now let's go to scenario two. In scenario two, let's have the hypothetical that Joey B still has control or ownership of the song, which I doubt actually. Now, if that's the case, then he can prevent or ask or stop Joey G from singing that song in his concerts. But hold on, there's more. Joey G is a performer in that album. He performed in the recording of the album as it was his vocals. Now, under the IP law, both here in the United States, a performer has some rights, not as strong as the composer or not as strong as the copyright owner, but nevertheless has rights with regards to performing that song. He actually has a stronger right in any replaying of his version where it's is his vocals in the song. It's quite limited, but it is available to him nonetheless. Now, he's performing a song based on the composition of Joey B. Now, Joey B, if he's still the controller or owns and controls the song, he can prevent anyone, anybody, from singing the song, whether live or re recorded. My point is that why be selective? Why only Joey G? No, he can't even prevent anybody from singing in a karaoke bar. He can't even sing. Well, here's the thing. If Joey B were to perform it in a private party, he can't be stopped because it's not a public performance. Technically, it's a private performance. So again, let me retrace. In this second scenario, Joey B can, if Joey B is the owner still, he controls the song. He can then prevent Joey G from singing the song, but Joey G has limited rights because he's the performer in the original recording and therefore should be allowed to sing the song for his benefit. Now, let me give you a third possible scenario. Now, it's a given fact that song was under the Warner Music label. Therefore, it's part of PhilSCAP, the Society of Filipino Musicians, Composers, record producers, and record composers. So if that's the case, and I know this for a fact, that most establishments, whether it be restaurants, concert venues, even cafes, pay a license fee to PhilSCAP to perform any song that's part of their library. So I'm assuming that that song Forevermore is part of the PhilSCAP library, and one of the more famous venues where Side A plays, and I'm sure also Joey G has performed there as a solo artist, is 19 East in Sucat, Parañaque. Now, anybody, even me, can sing that song Forevermore in that place where PhilSCAP has been paid a license. So then, if that is the case, if it's part of Warner Music Label, which we know it is, anybody can play that song as long as they pay the PhilSCAP license. So therefore, in that scenario, Joey B cannot stop Joey G from playing that song because that venue, that place, that restaurant, that cafe, that venue, if if they paid a license fee to Phil's Cap, then anyone, including Joey G, can sing that song. Or rather, Joey B and Side cannot stop anyone, including Joey G, from singing that song. Now, let me give you the ultimate kicker. In the words of Alanis Morissette, isn't that ironic that a famous band known for playing covers is stopping somebody from doing a cover of their song? Hi, please do me a favor and smash that like button. It'll help me a lot and it will trigger the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel. If you don't, my dog will eat this exam booklet and that student has to repeat his final exam again.